Hi Pisces, this is your special edition Lovescope for February 2017, and I'm doing this in honor of Valentine's Day. February is the month of love, so this is going to be a different and special reading opposed to my regular readings, which I will be doing a regular Lovescope for February 1st through February 15th. This is just something different, and what this reading is about is a soulmate and like the past life that you have shared together and where that energy is between you two now in this life, okay? And I only pulled two past life cards, which are these for the other signs, but you guys four just had to come out. Wait, I'm not surprised. And the other cards that are in the spread here, I can see why four came out, because this is a 50-50 split, Pisces, for this soulmate. So I want to start with the past life cards, and I do want to say that the energy that I am reading is somebody who is very special to you, whether it's somebody that you're no longer with, it's who you're currently with, or it's who is about to come in. And frankly, it is, I'm going to say, pretty equal between those of you who this is speaking about your past love, those of you who it's talking about who you're with right now, and then for others of you, there is this soulmate in your past, but you have a new one coming in that is the direction that you're going to take for, it could be for the rest of your life for many of you. So the energy is somebody who is very special, somebody that you have a very deep connection with, that you're very drawn to. This isn't about, oh, we were together for 5 years, or I'm very attracted to them. No, this is somebody where it's like you communicate with each other without speaking. There's a familiarity to that person. It was like when you first met, it's like you had already known each other all your lives. This is a very special energy that I'm reading for you guys. This is the energy of your person, the love of your life, this life, okay? So the first card for past life is male, female, and then we have forgiveness, and then we have spirituality and religion, and then we have love life. And the male-female card is pretty much saying that you guys are switching roles as far as gender goes this lifetime. So if you're a female, you were a male in this romantic relationship last lifetime. And since love life came out, this was a romantic relationship that you had shared previously. This wasn't like you guys were just friends or family members. No, you guys were like lovers, but your gender was switched, okay? And in this life, I definitely feel like many of you have experienced this particular soulmate in a very challenging way, because with forgiveness this is telling me that there was something that took place in your past life with each other that required forgiveness. And this isn't just something little, this is big deal stuff, okay? And then sitting next to spirituality and religion and love life, this could have been like infidelity. For some of you, maybe you let the relationship go because you decided to give yourself to God. You became a nun or a priest or something like that. But whatever happened between you guys in your last life, there was an element of forgiveness that was still needed when you both passed on, okay? And I feel like even though these all speak to each other, I also feel like there's there's two here. There's two soulmates here. Okay, and that's why I'm saying for some of you it's like there's this one person, and it could be even that you know who both of these people are right now. Okay, like I said, it could be somebody from your past, it could be somebody in the right now, or it could be somebody that is going to come in. But there are two for many of you, not for all of you, okay? Because I do see some Pisces here having a very challenging relationship with a specific individual, but they're your soulmate, and you guys needed to come into forgiveness this lifetime, but you still are going to be together, like you overcome it. So not all of you have these two. This is a general reading, so you know it's speaking to many people. So there are these two different soulmates, okay? One is where there's this element of forgiveness that needed to happen. This other one is such a different energy. It's spiritual connection, it's love, it's you guys may have, you know, really been religious in your past life. I'm not getting that so much though. Like I don't get like that you were if anything it was like you were discovering a religion together. I get more. And then with spirituality there, it doesn't even have to be like religion. It could just be like, you know, exploring all aspects of reality and philosophy and religion, you know. But this is telling me it was a very loving spiritual connection. And what I think about this, because the energies are so different between these two cards and these two cards, is you had this soulmate, and this may have been like your spouse. But there was somebody else that you loved more. You connected with more, okay? And both of these come through in this lifetime. It's like there was forgiveness that needed to happen, whether you needed to be forgiven or you needed to forgive, or, you know, it was equal. But that played out in this lifetime with that person. And then here's this person where the energy is like the opposite of that. And it's loving and it's tender and it's like such a deep interconnection. You guys see and perceive the world very similarly. But for whatever reason, I feel like this didn't have as much time and opportunity as that did. For those of you where there's this two soulmate thing coming in. And then for those of you where it's just this one person that you are either currently with, or, you know, it's, this, for who you're with, like, or you're about to be with, you could have been broken up, but you're coming back together. Like, this is speaking of the whole thing. Like, you guys had this whole long life of ups and downs and back and forth, and again, the energy wasn't completed, so it comes through in this life. And there's been a lot of challenge, though there's a lot of chemistry and passion and love and spiritual connection shared between you two. There's a lot of friction, there's a lot of up and down there. It's just, it's crazy energy. So it's just, this is such an interesting reading to me, because I'm gonna pan out. So we have gentleness, new beginning, and sanctuary that came through. These are the energies of your past life that are coming through the strongest into this life. And the sanctuary, this goes back to that like religious connection, spiritual connection, where you guys, sometimes I just struggle for words when I'm like doing these readings. It's so crazy to me, because if I just sat here and was staring at these cards, it's like I could just tell this whole beautiful story, but trying to articulate it sometimes is so difficult. I just feel like this person and you understand each other in like a spiritual way. Like you have a lot of the same beliefs, and some of them can be pretty out there. Okay, there's like an element of uniqueness about this connection, and it goes back to this previous life. Like you guys, whatever religion or spiritual practices you are doing it's like you guys did that before, and it's carrying through into this life. Okay, and then what is directly under this side is gentleness. So in this life, it's like, and I love it, the doves, and then here's the doves. Here's the forgiveness again. It's like you guys have gone through a lot of different scenarios that have caused that same sort of energy where you need to forgive each other. You fight, you don't get along. Maybe there's, been a lot of betrayal, a lot of lying, but it's happening because you want to soften that energy between you guys. I feel like for those of you where this is two soulmates, and Pisces, I just gotta say, you're giving me a run for my money trying to do this reading for you guys. My God, like there's a lot. There is a lot happening here. Okay, I feel like for a lot of you it's like there's two people for like most of you. Okay, there is a small few where I feel like this is one relationship that's been through everything, hell and back, but it's like finally gonna it's gonna finally blossom into something beautiful. You guys finally clear this energy, this cycle, whatever you've been working on together, these lifetimes, and it's just done, and it's cleared, and you guys are happy, and life goes on. But then for those of you where there's like these two, it's like the yin and yang here. It's like one makes you crazy passion, like it's just, there's crazy chemistry. When it's hot, when it's bad, like that type of energy. But then you have this where it's a lot more predictable, and it's balanced, and you guys get each other, and there is a really deep connection. And just depending on where you're at in your life, some of you, it's going to be very easy for you to connect back into that energy, pick that energy, and fall in love. But for others of you, it's like you teeter between these two people, because they're opposite of each other. There's similarities about them, but they're opposite of each other. And what's interesting is we have this new beginning. So you have new beginning with both of them this lifetime. Like last lifetime, this, especially this energy, things were left pretty badly. Like I just feel as though they were left in a very bad place. And that's why the relationship you've experienced with them this life has been crazy, because of how it ended last life. But there's energy here for you guys, like I said, to clear that and have a new beginning. But for some of you, I feel as though it's like this new beginning is talking about a choice where you finally choose to let that energy go, that soulmate go. I'm done, I've learned, I'm ready to move on. And you move on to this person. Like you make the choice to go with this person, which ultimately in the end, it's like this is not the one that you were wanting to go for. But when it comes right down to it, it's like once that energy is finally balanced and cleared, it's like that, it's like you turn on. So with both of these, you were meant to have a new beginning this lifetime to, with that one, clear the energy. With this one, actually have a real solid love romance. So for the oracle cards, I love it. I got soulmate, and then in between world. Actually, soulmates. And I love that this can be interpreted as soulmates, like multiple. And then this is because I could have gotten soulmate in the angel deck, but I didn't because it's just soulmate. But this one is soulmates. So there's two. For many of you, there is two. And between worlds. Two. Opposite. Like, it's just, I'm sorry. It just, sometimes the synchronicity that comes through in the cards, it's just, it's like too perfect. It's, anyways. This is like I said, you're leaving this heavy energy with this soulmate. Look at how much, okay, I just gotta go in a little bit. Well, I don't think that's gonna work, so I'll come out. But I just want you to see, like, look at the coloring of this card, and then look at how much this side of this card matches. Just that gloomy, like, that gloominess. It's like, this soulmate, you love them, you have this probably crazy connection with them like you've never had with anybody in your life, but the reason why it's there, it's not because of, oh, we're supposed to be happily ever after, like how we want to humanize things. No, it's like here because you're clearing that, like you're done with that person, that energy. Like it's like you just had karma to balance there. It's not even like, okay, if you're a female and you've been getting the raw deal with this, you know, person, it's because you were the male in the last life and you gave the raw deal, okay? If you are the male this life getting the raw deal from a female, well, in the last life you were a female to this now female giving her a raw deal, okay? It's flipped, the male-female card. It's like, and this is such a beautiful depiction of that, like, too, it flipped. You guys switched roles. So what's happening this lifetime, flip it opposite. If you have the upper hand this lifetime, you didn't last lifetime, okay? If, you know, it's this person, whoever this person is for you, it's you're leaving that behind. That connection isn't what you think it is, even though it feels so incredibly strong. What you're coming into, this other person, this soulmate, this is what you truly desire. And look at this, it's so much more vivid and happy. It's like you thought this was the real deal and love, but you had to balance your energy. Like you had to clear it with this person to move into this. It's like you balanced the scales. So if you really got screwed over by this person that you know is your soulmate because you have this incredible connection and you're like, how could you ever do me this way? Because hello, we're like soulmates and you know, like hello, this is me. Well, it's because of what transpired last lifetime. But you both want to just reconcile that energy. And this is like not at a conscious level, okay? You guys just want to reconcile that energy, both of you, and move on. And this is available to you. This is what you truly want. It's like the romance angel cards we have. Make the effort. Chemistry. And then engagement. And then this is what I'm talking about, you know, for those who are with this person and it is, you guys are not going to break up, like you're meant to be with this person. And if that, you'll know it's you because you're like, there is not two. There's only been one that I've ever had this kind of just interesting connection with. And for those of you with two, you may love or think you love this one more, but you have a very unique connection with both, okay? So you have to make the effort to clear your energy. Or if you know this is your soulmate, to truly make the effort to clear the energy of the past so that you can have this new beginning this new chance, this, you know, whole new life together that you planned before you came. And, you know, there is like a great deal of chemistry between you two. Probably the kind of passion and chemistry that exists between you guys is like, you've probably never had it with anybody else, and they've never experienced it with you. And, you know, oftentimes when we come across something this amazing, just depending on where we're at individually, we're like, oh, wow, that's really freaking awesome. That's really cool. What else can I have that's this amazing? When in truth, it's like, well, no, this was amazing because this is very unique. You have this past life history. You have this very deep connection, okay? So for some of you, it's like you have been through hell and back with your person. And there's only one person. There's not two. You have been through hell and back. But you both, you know, have put in the effort and come into a place of understanding that this kind of connection is very special. It's very rare. It's very unique. And you know you're not going to find it with anybody else. Even if your partner makes you crazy as hell, you know that you're not going to find this with anybody else. You know that. They're your sanctuary. They get you. They understand you. All your little quirks, you get them. You understand them. You've been through it all. People have tried to get in between. You know, maybe people have created some cracks, but you guys are strong. And you're meant to have this great, beautiful love, this life. And you started out in, you know, the storm. And because you guys made the effort and stuck it out, you're moving into this beautiful place, okay? For those of you with the 2, it's like you are going to gravitate, I feel, towards this one here. And things are going to accelerate between you guys very quickly if, you know, this hasn't already started to play out. Even though I'm doing this for February 2017, I'm doing it in February because, you know, this is a very special and unique kind of love reading. And to me, February is the month of love because Valentine's Day is in the month of February. So this energy could be playing out right now, or it can play out throughout this year. It's just, this is all about your soulmate, that one person. And for you Pisces, those 2 people. And one of them you're gonna anchor down with, you're gonna move forward with. And I really feel like it's this one here. And if you are somebody that has been having like just a horrible time with the one you love, this beautiful connection that you can't find with anybody else but this person who makes you absolutely crazy and puts you through hell, if you're not together, maybe what's happening here is you really need to forgive and let go and become gentle about it so that you can move on to this soulmate here. Because with soulmates, you have a choice, and your cards are so synchronistic. But I've also pulled 3 oracle cards as outcome or advice, and I'm gonna display them for you to see. And I want you, before I even, you know, give the little quote about the card, I want you to decide if it resonates with you first, like the picture, because the image of the card is what the creator of this deck intended to give the message, not so much his interpretation as he was creating it, all right? So what I see here is pretty much some of you waiting, some of you needing to put in more effort and, you know, do the work. Even though it's been a really hard, long haul, you need to change your approach and do the work, because the dove is really is quite abundant in this reading. And the white dove is the symbol of love, Aphrodite. So even if somebody really hurt you, find a way to forgive and let it go, because based on the cards that came out for you, and this might be a message that some of you need to hear that have feel very victimized or just completely devastated and heartbroken over what has transpired with this particular person. With the cards that came out for you, what has happened this lifetime? You gave to that person in your previous lifetime together, okay? And you're not being punished. Karma isn't punishment. It's a balancing of the scales. The energy that you put out is the energy that returns to you. And many people are like, oh, that's not true. I've seen plenty of people not get their karma. Well, it's also things that move over lifetimes. I mean, we don't have any real concept of what it is to be a human. Like, we're perceiving ourselves as human, but from a non-physical standpoint, we don't have any idea what this even is about, really. So the way energy moves, the karma, the flow, everything is in flow and in balance, and what you give out is what you get back. And so if you can allow yourself to believe that and come to terms with that, you can see that person in a different light and be like, okay, you know what? My scales are balanced. I'm free. I'm free. I don't have to ever experience anything like this again. And I promise you, there is another soulmate connection that is meant to come into your life. You had to clear that. And this other connection is something so different than this. And this may have been fucking amazing when it's good. Okay? But it's fucking horrible when it's bad. This is fucking amazing when it's good. And it's balanced when it's bad. It's not going to drag you down to the depth of the ocean. You know, it's balanced. And it's a different vibration of love. It's a whole different, it's like you are going down a different path in life entirely, and this is what takes you. It's like you were living your life one way, you had it all mapped out, maybe goals, plans, and it was happening with this person, and you are, yes, they are your soulmate. Yes, you guys have loved in previous life. It's not all in your head, it is real. But you both had decided before coming here that this life is about leaving behind your story. The book of you guys, the lifetimes that you have shared, that book is done. It is written, it is closed. It is hard to let go of. Yes, I know. You have loved them many lifetimes. But that book is finished. You're moving on into it's not even a new damn chapter. It's a whole fucking new book with a whole different person. A person that a person that last lifetime you wanted so bad. Like, you just wanted to love them so bad. You wanted to be with them so bad. But this was in the way of that. And again, in this lifetime, this is in the way of that. But it's a different vibration. You're meant to leave that behind. It's done. It's over. Okay? It's time to move on into this new book, into this whole new adventure with somebody who is no less your beautiful, perfect soul connection than you felt for this one. Okay? That's why I don't buy into the whole twin flame thing, because everything is constantly in motion and changing, and romantic love is a human emotion. It is a human experience. Being non-physical, in the non-physical, we can't even comprehend. We can't even comprehend, because we are physically focused, and we are so disconnected from our higher wisdom that we don't even remember who we are, why we're here, or our past life. Like, you know, there's many people that are starting to become more aware, but my point being that we are not meant to always romantically love the same person lifetime after lifetime for eternity. That would be so boring. There would be, I mean, no, you got to add new energies to create new things. So this here, that's old. And then this here, that's your new for this lifetime and next. You're done with that. This crazy is not going to come back. It's over with. You guys have completed your show. The curtain has dropped. And for those of you who don't have these two and you're with that one, the old drama, the curtain has dropped, and you guys are moving into something beautifully anew. So these cards here, the oracle card that you're most drawn to, is, you know, going to tell you kind of what you need to do. Do you, you know, like, do you wait around? Do you try to work on this relationship? Or is it time to say goodbye and move on to the next one? So before I even pull the cards up, just think about it. Is it card 1, card 2, or card 3? Which one of those numbers is Spirit saying to you, this is your advice about your soulmate, the one that you feel this reading is talking about? Is it card 1, card 2, or card 3? And like I said, there are no real descriptions for these cards, so I'm just going to read you the little quote for each one. It's really quick. So the very first card is card 51, and since the imagery is what needs to speak to you, you see she's sitting there waiting, and there's a message coming in. It looks like the clock has just gone past midnight. So if card 1 was calling to you, this is a little quote about it. Messages, deadlines, anticipation. Waiting, waiting, waiting. All my life I've been waiting for my life to begin, as if somehow my life was ahead of me and that someday I would arrive at it. Oh, ho, ho. What does that say to you? It's saying to me, don't wait for this anymore. All your life you'll be waiting. And see, even putting this card up here, look, she's faced that way. Here's this bird. Here's this bird bringing her a message. This bird's trying to say, hey, turn. Here it is. This is where it's at, okay? So, anyways, here's card 2. Were you feeling card 2? It's actually number 39. And it's very beautiful. And there's that dove again. I definitely think if you are the Pisces that doesn't have the 2, just has the 1, I feel as though you were probably drawn to this card. Offering comfort, healing, caring. In the arms of an angel, fly away from here. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent reverie. You are in the arms of an angel. May you find some comfort here. And now that's actually a lyric from the Sarah McLachlan song, but that is the quote offered here to express the energy of that card. This is what I mean about you going through all of that hard stuff and you finally heal. Now, the last card here, for those of you who are really feeling card 3, I think you are definitely a Pisces that has 2. And this is the card, and it's actually card 15. And just look at her. Look at what's depicted in this card, okay? Farewell, goodbyes, closure, forever and forever, farewell. If we do meet again, why, we shall smile. If not, why then, this parting was well made. So, there's your answer. If you were drawn to card 3, it's time to say goodbye to that and allow yourself to move on to this other beautiful soulmate that is like your new beginning. And this is a big deal, Pisces. This is a big deal, okay? You were with this one in the last life, but this one is the one before you were dying or passed on. This is the one you wanted. But you still have unfinished business with this one. You guys have to clear that energy. You have to soften that energy. You have to forgive, because then you move on into a new beginning. And for most of you, this is the new beginning with this other soulmate that you have. Okay? So Pisces, that is what I have for you guys in regards to your soulmate connections and the energy and where it's at this time. I hope that this brought you some enlightenment. I will be putting the normal love scopes up for February as well. This is just something special. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you have a beautiful and blessed February. Take care.